We swept the board last week for the Locky Trinity and the Locky two-step. Obviously, we had Tracy Cortez come through for us big after going 1-1 going into that third round, and she was able to dig deeper, land the more damaging blows, and pick up that decision victory over Jasmine Jazz Duvicius. Lupi Godinez also went out there and made quick work of Elise Reed as she was able to implement her grappling approach as I expected her to do so and get the dominant victory, and that cashed the Locky two-step at plus 124. And then just to add that cherry on top, Daniel Zellhuber went out there and finished Christos Siagos and cashed a plus 205 Locky Trinity spot for us. It seems like we're back in the groove, and I'm very happy to record these videos, especially when we come off a sweep of the board for these free parlays. Appreciate all the love and support that I've been getting over the last couple weeks, especially with the Contender Series doing as well as it has. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe below if you haven't. And just that's the easiest and best way to show your boy some love. All right. Let's get into the Locky two-step for UFC Vegas 79. First step up that we got is going to be the chalkiest spot on the card, but I feel like it is warranted here. We're going to go with Jacob Malkoun to be the first step. He's going up against Cody Brundage in a fight that will likely play out in the grappling realm, and we know how bad Brundage's fight IQ is, and the fact that he's been coveted as this guy that is a very skilled wrestler, I am not at all impressed with what I've been seeing. Jacob Malkoun has been diligently working on improving his wrestling so that he can go out there and exploit the fact that he's so good at smothering his opponents, taking them to the mat, and controlling them over 15 minutes. Brundage could have a Hail Mary KO up his sleeve, but for the most part, I think we're going to see Malkoun control this fight on the ground, and hey, we might even get some more Brundage guillotine attempts, which will give us some more control time for the Malkoun side. So give me Malkoun as the first step as of the Locky two-step. Second step up that I got for you guys is going to be Dan Argueta, who's going up against Miles Johns in this matchup. Now, both these guys are similarly skilled in terms of being solid wrestlers and having good enough striking to make it to this level. But I think that Argueta is continuously being overlooked by a lot of people. I'm seeing some underdog love for the Miles Johns side, but I feel like the problem that Johns normally has is against guys that normally take the approach of setting the pace of the fight, commanding respect from Miles Johns, and being able to dictate the pace, like I said. Guys like John Castaneda who are successful in doing that and pushing him backwards, mixing in takedowns, and keeping him busy with the hands. Argueta pushes a relentless pace that not a lot of opponents have been able to keep up with, and I fully expect him to do that here against Miles Johns. I think it will be close early, but I expect Argueta to take over in the latter half of this matchup and really start to pull away in deep waters where he's going to be able to get the better positions, better dominant scenarios as well, and I expect him to pick up a decision victory here. The Locky two-step there is a minus 129 free parlay for you guys, so lock that in if you feel as good as I do about that spot. If you want to complete the Locky two-step, we're going to go with a little bit of a chalky spot again to complete the Trinity. Sorry, I said Locky two-step. I meant completing the Locky Trinity. We're going to go with Marina Rodriguez, who already holds a victory over Michelle Waterson Gomez from a main event slot that they had last year. She was able to stop the grapple-heavy approach from Waterson, and she was able to keep the fight upright and utilize her battering and very devastating combinations that I'm very surprised that she doesn't have more knockout victories considering how she strikes, but I believe that she's going to be leaving more of an impact in the judges' eyes and really walking Waterson down and doing a great job in terms of making her combinations land and making them count too. Waterson Gomez will be looking to take this fight to the ground, but we've already seen the fact that she's going to be unsuccessful in doing so, and I feel like her BJJ is great, but her wrestling still needs a lot of work, and I feel like a woman like Rodriguez, who has already shown that she can stop that approach from Waterson Gomez, she can do it again and batter her way to another decision victory. If you want to complete the Locky Trinity, you guys can do so at plus 137. Not the juiciest of odds for a 3-leg parlay, but I feel pretty damn good about all of 3 of these legs. Lock it in if you feel as good as I do, and hopefully we can cash and have just as positive of a recording next week for the next Locky two-step and Locky Trinity. Stay tuned. Later tonight, I got the 3 best prop bets for UFC Vegas 79 drop-in, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Until then, peace.